Hi.
How you doing?
Great, thanks for coming by.
You bet. Any excuse to come by and see my big boy here and his lovely mom.
Yeah, gorgeous, huh?
Do I detect a note of something or other?
It's Casey. I woke up this morning and he was gone, and I haven't heard from him since.
Well, why don't you give him a call at the agency, because that's where he works, right?
Not anymore. Jeremy fired him.
Okay, our special this evening is buffalo burger.
Oh, that's very chic.
Well, our cook is out sick. We got a last-minute replacement.
Well, I love buffalo burgers.
Well, good. Hey, how's the hand?
It's much better, thank you.
Great. Okay, well, Susie, you'll be by to take your order.
Okay.
Buck was great last night. After we left the hospital, he took me to Belton Pond.
Here. Do I ask for details?
He gave me an astronomy lesson.
Oh, that sounds so romantic, Tess. I'm afraid this evening is not going to match that.
Well, that's okay, because I'm kind of in the mood for a little girl talk, and I'm not letting you pay, by the way.
Oh, come on. I can still afford a buffalo burger. Although if I'd taken Cabot up on his offer, I could have flown us to Manhattan for dinner on the town.
You don't even have your account with the diner anymore, do you?
Oh, please. It's not even the diner anymore. Le Bistro.
Well, excuse me.
No, Deborah decided apple pie was just too apple pie-ish. Don't you know?
Yes, and Florence needed a 4-star diner, don't you know?
Well, this is fun being out with you. We haven't had a girl talk in a little while. You haven't been around. What's new with you?
Well, I guess that you know that Cooper and I aren't together anymore, right?
I heard.
Not very much fun being on my own.
Well, I guess you do get used to it.
That's the last thing I want to get used to.
All right. You can have these back tomorrow morning.
I don't know what it is. It must be indigestion.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be drinking.
Now, they say scotch settles the stomach. I just hope it's not an ulcer. They seem to run in the family. What happened?
My belt buckle broke.
Too bad.
My daughter gave it to me.
I have a daughter, too. How old's yours?
She's dead.
Oh, Steph, I'm never going to be able to thank you enough for this.
Don't be silly. I love waking up at midnight to have my picture taken. Are you kidding?
I swear, if I get my job back, I don't know, I'm gonna give you half my salary for life.
You know, you're half dead. You should go home.
No, I gotta wait till Jeremy gets back here. Why don't you go home and get some sleep?
No, I took a nap while you were processing and developing. You know, how you got all of this stuff done in one day
No,
is
no,
beyond...
how we got it.
Oh, okay.
Phone calls to make and I'm all yours.
What are you doing here?
Lost her mother recently. She's still in a pretty bad way. Actually, that's when the stomach trouble started. I must have been worrying about her.
I guess I don't have your talent for being alone. The truth is, I don't seem to function very well without a man in my life.
Well, here's hoping you find one real
Oh,
soon.
I'm sure that I will, because I know Mr. Wrong is out there waiting for me
Oh,
somewhere.
now, Tess, they couldn't have all been like that.
Take my word for it. There's this one guy that was like... Oh, never mind.
Oh, come on now. What's little girl talk without a little boy talk?
When I was in high school, my boyfriend was so handsome. He was bright, he was a football player, he was a senior. I mean, he had the whole thing going, you know what I mean?
And you worshipped him from afar.
Believe it or not, he pursued me.
I believe that, of course.
He used to come to my room at night and, like, throw little stones at the window. And when my mother would go to sleep, I would sneak out to meet him. There was this clearing by a pond. That was our spot. And he would just hold me and kiss me for hours. So one night I decided to give myself to him.
I gather this story does not have a happy ending.
I waited for him as usual. He showed up as usual. This time he wasn't alone. He brought his teammates with him.
Oh, Tess.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not that naive. I got out of there pretty fast.
But what a terrible thing.
Yeah, well, it was pretty weird for me, too, but I just kept telling myself that I was lucky that nothing happened, that I didn't get raped. But you know what, Kate, in a way, in a way I did.
Yes.
In a way I did. I mean, it wasn't my body, but it was something.
Yes, of course. And I sure hope you know that wasn't your fault.
Yeah, but he was my boyfriend for months. How come I couldn't see what kind of a person he was?
Because, Tess, you were just a young, innocent little girl.
Well, I wasn't so young when I met Dante. He totally swept me off my feet. I was barely alive when I got out of that. I was no spring chicken when I met Cooper. I was supposed to be the older, experienced woman. Well, yeah, I've had a lot of experiences. I just don't seem to have learned from any of them.
It sounds to me like you're being much too hard on yourself.
Well, if you knock your head against the wall enough times, you knock some sense into it. So I'll tell you one thing. I am not going to allow myself to fall into anything again.
Well, if you're talking about love, that's a fall you can't really control.
Can't I?
I don't think it's an ulcer. That would hit you here. My pain's more really around here in this area. You listening?
Can't believe it broke.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a couple of dollars, you buy yourself a new one.
Excuse me?
It's a belt buckle. What's the big deal?
Listen, pal. This would be a very big deal to me. Okay?
Jeremy, I'm really sorry about the screw-up with
A
the
little late
photos.
for apologies, no?
I took them to an outside lab. I should have done them myself.
Yes, you should have.
Look, Steffi and I, we redid the entire shoot. Don't you want to look at them?
I'm really not interested.
Jeremy, you did a great job with these.
Casey, these are good. How did you do this so fast?
You could say I was a little motivated.
Didn't I tell you that you were through here?
I guess I was hoping you might give me another chance.
Really? Why should I do that?
Because I broke my back to fix my mistake. Because I take great pictures. Because I have a wife and child to support.
Please, playing with my sympathy is not going to get you very far.
Okay, I'm not trying to get your sympathy. I want you to know that I will do whatever it takes to get this job done. Look, I am not very good at selling myself, but if you're looking for someone hungry to work, you're not going to find anybody hungrier.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm warning you. One more slip up and you're out. Okay?
Yeah, well, there won't be any. Don't worry about it. I promise. Okay, thanks.
You were a little bit rough on him, weren't you?
Oh, I didn't enjoy doing that. Not at all. I was simply trying to impress on him that you don't take chances with agency business.
Gwen, there's a phone call for you.
I'll take it in my office, Steffi. Thank you.
Okay, what now?
Well, you could start with hello, how are you?
I'm getting a little tired of these command appearances, friend.
Get used to them. I thought we could have a little chat about your new living arrangements.
They're none of your business.
If you think you're going to turn your mom against me, I would rethink it.
Yeah, well, thanks for the advice.
I'm not playing games, Curtis. I'm more than ready to tell Gwyneth everything I know. She's concerned about you now. Could you imagine how she'd feel if she knew that you're responsible for the plane crash?
You think you hold
killing
all
a
the
child?
cards, don't you?
I'd say I have a fairly good hand.
Not as long as you need me.
Need you?
I'm the only one that's seen the real you, Jeremy. No one else has a clue. I wonder why that is.
Well, you've helped me a couple of times. I won't deny that.
Oh, don't go overboard.
But I would think now that you've outlived your usefulness, the word I'm looking for is expendable.
Am I?
Alas, but hey, let's not part unfriendly. Hmm? Stop by the house anytime you feel like it. Call before. I'll give you a drink or a shoulder to cry on.
Stop by, huh? I might just take you up on that. What?
And a note from Jeremy that said you're fired.
That's not like Jeremy to fire somebody after one mistake like
I
that.
know, but that's not the only reason. I didn't call you over here just for company. I really need your help.
Well, I don't think I can help you with Jeremy. I mean,
No,
I've
no,
tried.
no, it's not about Jeremy. It's about me and Casey.
What's the matter?
Same old thing. He works and works and works, and it's never enough. And then sometimes it seems like he's easing up, but then he goes right back into it again. How can I make him stop being so hard on himself?
You can't. 5 cents, please.
Well, that's a negative attitude.
Well, listen, Allie, all I can tell you is you can't change people, no matter how much you care about them, because the more you try and change them, the more they're going to stay exactly the same, and the more they're going to do exactly what they want. And that's just the way it is.
And does this have anything to do with Stephanie?
Well, she's a perfect example. Yes, actually. I've broken my back trying to convince her that Clay is not right for her, but she ends up with Clay, and then I end up getting hurt, and then I end up hurting Tess, and trust me, Allie, it's a losing game all around.
What's going on over there? Looks like a customer's making some trouble.
Be right back.
Sit here and let Buck take care of that.
This may not look like a hell of a lot to you, but it was the best she could do.
Okay.
She was broke. She had nothing. She came to me for a job. Did I give it to her? A lousy waitress job. Did I give it to her?
Look.
No, I took her for a plane ride. The plane that never should have left the ground. But what did I do? I took her up there. I took her up there. Me, I'm the one who was at fault, man.
I don't know what your problem is. Don't take it out on me, okay? I couldn't care less about you or your daughter or your damn belt buckle.
My daughter died in that crash, okay? You still have your daughter. You still have her.
Hey, you find
All right,
yourself...
fine.
Take it easy. No, Buck, come on.
All right. It's all over. Everybody just calm down. Just go about your business.
You're gonna have a lawsuit on your hands, friend.
Jeff, can you take over for the rest of the night?
Sure.
It's gonna be all right.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be all
I
right.
don't know what happened.
It's okay. Come on, let's get out of here. Eh? Come on.
Well, come on, you got your job back.
I really had to crawl for it, didn't
I
I?
know. What was that? I can't believe you
I
quit
don't
used
know.
for that.
He must be under a lot of pressure or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, if he hadn't have taken me back, I would have quit.
No, I would not have allowed you to do that.
What, you think I'm going to work here without you?
Look, we're both here. We have our jobs. Let's just forget it. It doesn't matter.
Speaking of being here, you've been here all day. Why don't you go home?
I can't.
Allie's going to forget what you look
I
like.
said I'm not going home, Steph.
Ah. You sure you don't mind staying late tonight?
Of course not. Now that we have the photographs, there's a lot to do.
I thought maybe you'd like to spend some time with Curtis.
We are roommates now. We'll be seeing a lot of each other.
Good. How is he doing?
He's doing better than he was in the hospital, but I don't know. I'm just glad we got him back into therapy, and this time I have to keep him there.
Yes. I'm sure he'll come through. I'm sure of it.
I'm really sorry I had to cancel dinner last night.
Don't even think twice about it.
You know, Curtis really feels guilty about attacking you, Jeremy. And he's embarrassed to face you.
Tell him from me when you see him that he should never, ever be embarrassed to look a friend in the face.
Yeah, he went out like a light, didn't he?
Yeah, because he had a hard day with his worried mother.
And how is Mom doing now?
Better. Better. I just wish Casey would come by or at least call, you know?
He will. He will.
Well, what about your problem?
Problem? Moi?
Female companionship, or should I say your temporary lack of?
Well, it's going to be more than temporary. I have a
Oh,
feeling.
you were not turning into a bitter old bachelor, are you?
It sounds good to me. Why not?
Hey, well, there's somebody out there for you.
Well, if there was someone out there for me, and I'm not saying that there is. I'm just saying, you know, suppose there was. I'd really like her to just be easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
I don't know too many women who would like to be called easy.
No, not. You know, like easy, calm, straightforward, gentle, unneurotic, easy.
Do we know anyone like that?
Yes, we do. She's sitting right here in front of me.
Oh. How much for calm and unneurotic?
Well, we won't take any points off, don't worry.
I don't mind thunderstorms. I just hate when I'm in them alone.
You aren't alone. You're with me.
Oh.
Am I invisible?
No,
Or was I
sorry, I
saying-
didn't mean it like that.
Well, that's okay. I understand. Low moment. Why don't we ride out the storm inside?
Agreed.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I did not mean
No.
to snap
Oh,
at you
come on.
like
It's
that.
okay. Yeah, it's all right.
I have to stay. I have to retouch all these.
You don't have to retouch those until they go back
No,
to the printer.
look, Steph, the job got screwed up the first time because I slacked off. Believe me, I would love to go home, but I can't.
Well, I wish I were as excited about going home as you are.
What are you? Are you and Clay having problems again?
Well, not really. It's just like he's just freaked out by this money thing. He spends his life on the phone when he's making some kind of a deal. When he's not on the phone, he's arguing with my mother. And then when he gets off the phone, we don't have much of a conversation. It's,
Well, that sounds like a problem to me.
yeah, well, we communicate in other ways.
Excuse me? What? You guys are not talking?
No, not really.
Are you lonely?
Yeah, I'm lonely. But I'm not going to be lonely tonight because I'm going to stay here and I'm going to help you.
I don't think so. What do you know about retouching?
I could retouch your brushes.
Oh, I think you're better off with Clay.
I'll decide where I'm better off. You all right? Want to sit down?
And we better before I fall down.
You want a beer?
That's the last thing I need. We shouldn't have stopped off for those drinks.
You feel sick.
No, I just feel stupid.
Why? For letting go a little?
Almost lost it back there at the rodeo bar. Hell, I did lose it.
The guy pushed you to it.
The guy was a sloppy drunk. Can't beat him, join him, right?
Buck Houston, the worst man in the world.
Well, I suppose you're going to tell me I'm not.
Telling you doesn't seem to do much good. I'm gonna have to show you, I guess.
What have we here?
happened?